phones and new laptops, and they also deal in what we call laptops that are used and phones that are used from the United Kingdom. And you can as well call them on +256 70 99 88 665. And guys, this is all about calling Mono Gadgets, not Rokani Media Football, right? Do the needful, call Mono Gadgets on +256 70 99 88 665. And that's not my number, by the way. It's a number of Mono Gadgets 256. If at all you feel like you want anything from them, call that number, right? Call it, and don't go ahead to call them and ask them, get me Rokani's number. I don't know why you guys need my number. I don't know exactly why. My number is really on high demand from you guys, but all I want to let you know that call them when you need a phone, laptop, or you really want to really get a used phone or a used laptop in there. That is Mono Gadgets for you, and that's their number. So Arsenal has gonna hit obviously lose a game in America. Remember, the first two games that Arsenal is gonna hit to play, they haven't gonna hit to lose any. They really drew with Bournemouth, and they beat Manchester United by 2-1. And for Liverpool, it has all ended in a loss for the club of Arsenal. It has been Mohamed Salah in the 13th minute. He went ahead to obviously score a goal, and Fabio Carvalho went ahead to obviously score another one in the 34th minute. And Kai Havertz, 5 minutes to half time, he went ahead to obviously capitalize onto that ball, fed to him well by Odegaard into the back of the net to make it 2-1 for the club of Arsenal and Liverpool. And I tell you what, there are people that have always gone ahead to defend Zinchenko, but I've always told you that Zinchenko is a calamity. If you look at that first goal that Arsenal conceded, you see very well that Gabriel Magalhaes goes ahead to really attack Diogo Jota, who heads the ball, and who is left to mark Mohamed Salah. It's none other than Zinchenko, and Zinchenko couldn't match the pace of Mohamed Salah, and it's a man who had obviously left him into that role, Gabriel Magalhaes, who really tried to recover, and Salah really went ahead to score a very beautiful goal. But you really understand that nothing is really gonna really stop the side of nothing is really gonna stop the side of Liverpool from really scoring such a goal, because that ball over the top that was won by Diogo Jota fell into the vicinity of a player called what was his name? Of a player called Harvey Elliott. And Harvey Elliott really released Mohamed Salah, and it was quick passing, because when the goalkeeper Kahela released that ball to a player called Jota won it with the header, and the other guy went ahead obviously put in a very huge pass to Mohamed Salah. And Salah with pace, you know what it means when he's obviously passing into the mix. That is Salah for you, and went ahead obviously put in a very beautiful show into the mix. That is Mohamed Salah for you, and looks like he's really ready for the season, and he's like, I'm gonna come in through, torment you, and really cause lots of things into the half. So I believe that even the absentia of Julian Timber, of which the reason is not given, and you're waiting to see what Mikel Arteta is really going to tell us as to why this guy was missing in action, also went ahead to cost the side of Arsenal into their preparations on really playing into that side. Because I believe if they had gone ahead to put in a very beautiful shift as the club of Arsenal with Julian Timber, they would have gone ahead to look solid. But they had two left-footed players into the central defense. That costed them a little bit. But in the entire game, I think Liverpool have just gone ahead obviously be a better side of really completing their chances, because chances were there on the side of Arsenal, but they couldn't kill them off, especially Gabriel Martinelli. I tell you, Martinelli in the first half had the best chances and couldn't kill them off. Gabriel Jesus, the only chance he got that I believe was really clear cut was when he pressed the goalkeeper and really forced a goalkeeper to hit that ball onto his shin, and it went past the byline. You understand? But that cutback from Reece Nelson that he put him through was really great, but there was a problem with it. And what was the problem with it? The problem was simple. You get? The problem was simple because as Gabriel Jesus was going to hit it, so Basilai went ahead, obviously hit his back toe. You get? That was really the huge problem with it. But if at all he was left, if at all he was untampered with, I tell you what, he would have gone ahead, obviously score that goal very well. So that raises very many questions onto what the wide forwards were really doing. And you saw to it that it was not until Arsenal brought in Trossard and Fabio Vieira to play on the left and wide wings, left and right wings respectively, that we saw teams going ahead, obviously putting a very, very beautiful shift in there for you, and chances started to flood in. You understand? So I believe that Arsenal needs very, very, very many people to obviously put in a shift and obviously create a lot of chances for the forwards to see if they really failed in there for you. But in the second half, after the changes, all after Reece Nelson and Martinelli were taken off, I think Arsenal went ahead, obviously offer a better plan of the game, and I think they really looked great. You know, they really looked great, and a lot really came up to obviously be as a solution to lots and lots of people. So for me, I really loved the second half. Arsenal really played very well. Chances were there for them to score, but they couldn't score. But you obviously anticipate all that is going to be part of the game when you're playing against Liverpool. And Ancelotti was like, I'm going to come up and really hit Arsenal with a break. That was the plan, you know. Almost all of these 2 goals were always hitting Arsenal with the break. And the best chances Liverpool got in this game of football, they were hitting Arsenal with the break because Arsenal was playing a high line, and a high line saw a very huge space left in between the center and the goal or the 18 box area of Arsenal. So that what led to Arsenal really being tormented in there for you. But we wait and see how Arsenal is going to be looking, by the way, on next Wednesday, after they obviously get in what we call Bayern Leverkusen at Emirates. And by the time Saka is going to be back, Rice is going to be back, Carafiori is going to be ready to play, especially when you look at today. If Carafiori was in that left back position, no way that goal goes in. No way that goal really goes in to obviously create a lot of havoc for the side of Arsenal. You understand? For the second one, I think it was a very good, well built up goal, right? But there was also miscommunication between the central defenders of Arsenal that costed them all that. Let's go and see how the team stats were. The stats of the game were into the mix. Liverpool, 10 shots, Arsenal 13. 4 shots on target for Liverpool. Arsenal had 2. 39% ball possession by Liverpool, 61% ball possession by Arsenal. 382 passes completed by Liverpool, 568 passes completed by Arsenal. 83% passing accuracy by the side of Liverpool, then 88% passing accuracy by the side of Arsenal. Then 14 fouls by Liverpool, 6 fouls by Arsenal, 1 yellow card to Liverpool and 0 yellow cards to Arsenal. 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides to Liverpool and 4 offsides to Arsenal. 1 corner to Liverpool and 6 corners to the side of Arsenal. And even their goal came through a set piece. And talking about the set pieces, Arsenal are really increasing their threat in the set pieces. And I believe that when Carafiori comes in through, I think he might be given a role to obviously get in, deliver those set pieces, or else play a very huge role especially outside the Tina's box area, to do the needful. Because when you look at how they execute set pieces, it's really great for the club of Arsenal, and no one comes next to them when it comes to those set pieces. And that Arsenal side is really great, and they do that day in, day out. So for me, I'm not going to rate any player. You get? The game never really looked good for the club of Arsenal, and I believe they're going to travel back and they're going to be given the best that they deserve. You know, I'm watching the game of Manchester United. They are playing Real Betis, but even Chelsea has gone ahead to play a game today, and Chelsea has beaten Club America by 3-0. Christopher Nkunku took a penalty. Mark Guiu scored in the 21st minute, and Noni Madueke came in through and obviously scored a goal. That was a penalty, and Chelsea had 17 shots at goal, and Club America is really a weak side. So we are waiting to see how they're going to be featuring when they're playing against teams like Man City, you know, because they still have other games to play in the US, because their first game is going to be played, I think, on the 18th as they take on Man City. They have to play against Man City, Real Madrid, AC Milan. They still have some games to play. So we still have a lot of space to obviously judge them and see how everything of theirs is really going to be happening, especially for the side of Chelsea. So that's what we had for you in here. Onto the Rokani Media Football. I'm having Jojo Cheng, Zinchenko, Nelson for staff. No, Nelson made just one positive thing. That cutback for Gabriel Jesus, where Sabasalo went ahead, obviously step on him and really failed him to shoot well. Then watching you from Qatar, thank you. Good morning, brother. I'm watching from Kenya. All right, thank you very much for watching through. But Arsenal is going to be traveling back to the side of London as they really push the deal of Mikel Merino and see how everything is really going to be parting in there for you. So guys, good morning. Let me watch this game of Manchester United. I'm going to be returning with more stories concerning Arsenal later when this game of football is really done. United versus Real Betis. And AC Milan is leading Real Madrid by 1-0. 10 minutes to go. And I know that they're really going to be playing even what we call penalties. Bye-bye. So, Real Betis has just gone ahead to score against Manchester United right now. And it's United 0, Real Betis 1 into the mix. And that's the game of football for you. And let me watch this game, guys. Allow me watch this game. And I'm going to really be here. Mwemenke, long time, bro. I thank you for the good job. Thank you. Then, well done, Mr. Aradi. What's wrong with Arteta bring on Zinchenko instead of Carafiori or Jakub Kivio? I think Carafiori hadn't gone ahead, obviously, get well into the team system. And when he doesn't get well into the team system, you obviously anticipate that they need to get in players that are really ready to play. But I think you cannot really get pissed off because of... you cannot get pissed because of a team losing in the preseason. Don't get pissed. All what will set the ground is the first game that you play against Wolverhampton Wanderers on the 17th of this month. That is it. So guys, we're out. Bye-bye. But United is really behind by 1-0. It's a penalty. Amadi Diallo has been brought